Thanks, Glenn. All right, I think we can officially get started now. So thanks everybody for coming tonight. I'm really happy to have the privilege to kick this off. The agenda is pretty straightforward. We have a couple excellent speakers. Keith and Chris from Navarca are going to give us a little talk, followed by Shiva. Then we'll take a break. The break will be about 10 minutes long. And then we'll do Meet a Startup. And then we'll go into our discussion panel. And then we'll wrap up at the end. There might be something special at the end. But I'm just going to take a minute to introduce Jess Morin, who's going to talk to us about Hartford. Jess?
Yeah, thanks, Stacey. Hi, everyone. Ooh, am I too loud? I'm a little loud. Good. Well, welcome. Like Stacey said, I'm so glad to see a lot of familiar faces in the audience. I've only been here 3 months, and I've been drinking the Kool-Aid since then. But I was here for the September event. I think it was in September. And it's nice to see so many people returning. It's really great to see this community building, especially for us here at Upward. So I always like to ask, so if you've been to past events before, ignore it because it's always part of my spiel, but how many have been to Upward before? Oh, a good amount. Okay, so you might have already heard this spiel, so I'll save it. Basically, we are so excited on behalf of my entire team that we are seeing so many innovations come out of this space. Just in the last week alone, we've had 3 major Insurtech events here, from last week's Hartford Insurtech Hub Selection Days to last night's MIT Enterprise Forum to tonight's fabulous event on involving customer experience. So we're really excited to see so many innovations coming out of the insurance capital and happening right here in our space. So for those of you who don't know, we're a co-working private office and event space for innovators across industries, but we've got a special place in our heart, obviously, for insurance, Insurtech. So you might see on our citizens wall here some brands that you might recognize. We've got our Cigna and our Travelers in the space, as well as AXA, of course, Lincoln Financial, so as well as our startups. If I'm forgetting anyone, sorry. It's been a long day. This is really the space where ideas are born and connections are made and game-changing ideas are brought to life. So please, if you see an event on our calendar, just come, try to connect. It's likely somehow connected to an audience that you're interested in connecting with. So stay tuned for more Hartford Insurtech events. If you have any questions for me, if you'd like to tour our office space, if you'd like to see our 17th floor Design Thinking Training Center, it's 5 rooms up there, dry erase walls, dry erase desks, sweeping views of the city, really great for any sort of professional meetings you may have. I'm happy to do that. Feel free to grab my card on the way out, and first and foremost, I hope you enjoyed tonight's event. All right, thanks a lot.
All right, so moving right along. I know, as I said earlier, a lot of people are returning, so probably a lot of people have heard this spiel before, but we're Insurtech Hartford, and there's a number of us here, and our vision is to see Hartford as a global Insurtech capital, and our mission statement is that Insurtech Hartford is a community-supported platform serving to advance the insurance industry through innovation and entrepreneurship, aiming to enrich lives and promote economic growth. And we've been doing this for almost 2 years now, and it's really starting to make an impact, and that's really awesome. I think hopefully everybody got to see on the way in that we're having a raffle tonight, but you got to be here to win it. We're giving away a portal from Facebook, and the whole purpose of that is really just to A, give back to the community, and B, hope that you'll stick around through the panel, because we've got a powerhouse panel tonight. And one thing I like to do is just give everybody a little bit of more info about different Insurtech events that are going on in the area. You heard Jess talk about how there were at least 3 different ones here in the last week. But on January 10th, the Hartford Insurtech Hub team is going to have their next social event here. And then we'll be doing something again on the 24th. And then on Feb 4th is the start of the next cohort group for the accelerator program powered by Startup Bootcamp. And then I saw this interesting one that's happening at Mohegan Sun by a group called Executive Summit, and it's the Women in Insurance Leadership. So I know that's a topic that's very important and becoming very popular to a lot of people. And then we'll be back here again in mid-March. So there's lots of Insurtech stuff happening, lots of growth in this space, and of course, there's always the all-time favorite of the Insurtech Connect conference that happens in Las Vegas. This year it's going to be September 23rd through 25th. And the last thing I'd just like to say is this whole topic about focus on the customer. And I heard this story once, and I thought it was pretty appropriate for what our industry needs to do in order to get this right. So the story is like this. John Kennedy was going through the NASA center, and he came across a janitor. And to strike up a conversation with the janitor, he just asked the gentleman, he said, "And what do you do here?" And the janitor looked at him and he said, "Sir, I put people on the moon." And so everybody in this audience today probably has some kind of role in the insurance ecosystem. Put people on the moon. Focus on your customer. Everyone between you and the person who pays that premium is a part of your customer chain. And it's just something for you to keep in mind as we go forward through tonight and hopefully beyond.